So I just want to continue to get some more game from GP, and maybe you can enlighten us on, enlighten the youngsters on how you survive, making it in the league and doing what you was doing. You said your father pretty much had you focus on doing what you was doing, but you was getting tested. Your manhood was getting tested. How do you deal with that, man? Because it seemed like a lot of these youngsters, they have an opportunity to do other things, but they want to veer back, want to stray off.
Dub, you know what? We all need to talk about this. Everybody always talk about you grew up in the streets. I grew up in this. I grew up in that. Okay, everybody done did that. But have you been there when one of your partners enrolled and killed somebody or did something like that? Have you ever put your hand on a pistol and killed somebody? But you're a basketball player. Don't say you did that because you're lying. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even the way to get down with it. When I was growing up in Oakland, California, I had one of the biggest dope dealers. It was my partner. You know what I'm saying? He was a dude that looked out for me. I could have went that way, but that wasn't my life. That wasn't what God put me on the earth to do.
Did he used to tell you, nah, keep doing what you
Absolutely. He told me, and that was the big thing too, because he respected my daddy, because my daddy was the father to everybody in them streets because they didn't have a daddy. So what happened is they would always tell me, yo, man, it's about to get down, man. You got to go home. You got something to look forward to. And that's a real partner. That's a real friend. A real friend will tell you that.
Get up out of here.
Get up out of here, man, because you got something to look forward to. We ain't doing nothing good here, man, and this is the way we live our life. And I don't knock none of that because that's the way they had to survive, and I survived another way. So when we did that, and I was seeing all the stuff, and I was doing the stuff, I had partners, and I had a daddy that had me straight. You know what I'm saying? And took me there. Now what we doing nowadays is you want to be something that you really ain't. You're a hooper. Anybody is a basketball, football player, baseball player, whatever. Why you want to try to act tough about something that you know you can't act tough about? You know what I'm saying? Because if you put one of these young kids in the streets and fight a real one, he ain't going to be able to knock no out. He going to probably get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have 100 people around you to protect you. So be the basketball player you are because you still can be cool and you can still be down to earth. Dub said this earlier today. I come places and I act the same way.
Right.
I ain't going to act no different way. I'm just that dude, man. I'm not going to say because y'all gave me all this money and y'all gave me all this fame and I became this basketball player. I was like you when I was growing up.
Right.
I didn't never had that.
Right.
You just so happened I had it. So why should I change?
Right.
If I see my partners and I see y'all in the spot, I'm going to go holler at you. I'm going to be like, what's happening, what's happening? But I got it in my mind, I know when to leave. I know when to cut. I know when it ain't time for me to close the club out. I know it ain't time for me to go in a hole in the wall or go to the after hour because that ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's haters out here and they want to get out. So I go and do what I got to do, but I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm not going to treat you no different. You the same person. You put your pants on like I put my pants on, do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to treat you no different way. And that's why everybody always be like, oh, GP always, he everywhere. Man, I'm not going to stop doing what I do, man. But I know not to hang out in the wrong places.
Remember we said the rule, we don't close clubs down.
We don't close clubs down.
We don't
close clubs down, man. We don't need to.
Y'all don't close clubs down.
No, never close them down. Get up out of there, man. If they talk about last call, I be telling C, man, let's get up out of here, man.
See, I've been around him since he was young. So I've seen a couple things to where people try to draw him into the drama when he was younger. You know what I'm saying? It's just like everybody else. Same thing that a lot of these dudes is faced with. Mm-hmm. But you were able to navigate it and know what was going on and not get sucked into the drama. Because the vultures is out there, bro. You know, you got a kid out here got $100 million, you know what I'm saying? He trying to fit in, you know, with the vultures. The vultures is like, yup. You know what I'm saying? They want
from the hood.
They want to go do everything with you until you tell them they can't go.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, and it's like when you want to be validated and you want to be that tough guy, but you really not, but you got all these other ones around you and you getting the respect because people scared of you. That's what they living about. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's high living right now. So instead of you just being humble and be cool and just chill, everybody gonna like you anyway.
Cause the dudes around you know you ain't tough.
They know that.
They know you not willing to go to jail.
Nah,
they know that.
You ain't messing your career up and doing all that stuff, but you will. But the one thing, you guys, I really think that is messing these young kids up is the social media.
Oh yeah.
The social media is killing them. It might help you. See, with us, it's an avenue of a tool to get us paid and get money. To them, it's about likes and who like you and whatever popular I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, you to pull your camera out when you doing something and videotape it and then go live is really crazy to me. Yeah. That's some crazy stuff to me. You know what I'm saying? But that's what this era is about. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So they don't understand until you get older that ain't what's happening. Mm-hmm. You don't want nobody to know where you at 24/7.
Oh yeah,
not at all.
No, you can't do that because you don't know what somebody want to get at you or whatever's happening. Man, let's go get at it, whatever, because we know he gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different, and we gotta understand it. Like I said about everything, it's different. It's a different era. We smarter than that. We don't need to be every 2 minutes showing where we at. You know what I'm saying? And then post it so somebody can come over there and run up on us. But that is just the way it is, and that's the way it is. Because just think about CJ and Dub. What if we had that in our day? I had all this camera phones and people taking pictures. We probably wouldn't even be who we are right now. You know what I'm saying? We would have been in trouble so many times because we done did so much stuff that it wouldn't have been cool for us to do it in our day.
True. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
But now it's acceptable because every time that's all what they pull out. Bang, bang. Then they on their phones. I got it, and I coach Lincoln University right now, a university in Oakland, which is a startup school where I'm just trying to get the dudes out the hood.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm trying to do that, but I got these kids understanding that all of y'all ain't gonna go pro. Y'all ain't gonna go pro. Okay. So what we gonna do next? Are we gonna learn how to manage a checking account? Are we gonna know how to read a contract? Are we gonna know how to become somebody more than what they think we gonna become? Because you can become popular as being a lawyer, a doctor, a teacher, or whatever, and be on this platform speaking to other people, giving knowledge to somebody else, and being popular that way. That's what you can do. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, everywhere we look, everybody on their phone. I got my players, when we get on the bus, we get to dinners, it's no phones. Because I want you to get a communication level. Right. I want you to learn how to be a people's person. Yeah. Because one day you might be on a plane, sitting next to a billionaire that look scrunchy. And he start talking to you, and you give him knowledge and give him game about how educated you are. If you exchange numbers with him, and then next thing you know, he walk away and he say, that kid was so smart, I want to help him. And he call you in 3 months and say, man, I want to do something for you. I want to give you a job in my corporation, and I want to bring you up like this. We'll never know that'll happen if you don't know how to be a people's person and be in that type of situation.
Right.
And that's what we gotta teach these kids, because they think that they're gonna be pros. Everybody ain't gonna be no pro. And I tell them, out of 30 people in that room, probably one to become a pro. If you think about it.
And that's good odds.
That's good odds.
Right.
That's great odds.
That might not happen.
That's great odds.
Yeah.
So I gotta let them understand that we gotta get values too, after not trying to be a athlete. Let's be something else. Let's make our life be something else, man, and learn how to go to school and whatever. You might not like it, but get up in there and just try. Learn something. Yeah. Because you're dumb. That's what we always think about. If people always let people manage their money, and then all of a sudden they be like, oh man, he done stole $10 million from me. Why the heck wasn't you paying attention to your money in the first place? You ain't supposed to be doing that. You ain't supposed to be letting him manage $10 million and write checks and power attorney and do that stuff. Learn it yourself. Learn it yourself.
That part.